All right. Here we are. We back again.
Yeah.
All right, at the J Talks Today Relationship Show. All right. So, been getting down last couple of weeks.
Yes, Jay, good to be back on the show talking today's relationship issues.
All right.
What we going to talk about today, Jay?
Okay, Miss Debbie, we're going to talk about when is it more than friends?
When is it more than friends? That is a good question,
I'm going to say it in a couple of different ways.
Yeah.
When is it more than friends? Or, now, when is it more than friends? Or, when is it more than friends? All right, okay,
yes,
all right. That'll preach. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So however you wanna say it,
right.
All right. We still gonna have the same outcome.
Yeah, same outcome.
Same outcome.
When is it more than friends, Jay? Okay. Now we know what friends are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but today is different kinds of friendships. Okay. You got regular friends. You know, that's a friend between two females. We best friends, or a friend between a female and a male. Our friends, and then you have friends in this day with benefits.
Oh.
Friends with benefits.
And you got, that's my friend. That's my friend.
Yeah, that's my friend.
Is that kind of like that's your boo or that's your boyfriend?
I don't understand that. I don't understand. When people say, "Oh, that's my
who
friend."
That is? That's my friend. That's just my friend.
That's just my friend.
My friend.
That's just my friend.
Right.
Okay. So when is it more than friends? When is it more than friends, Jay?
Well, I think that's so confusing these days. I really believe the confusing part is the word friend. That's the confusing part. Because boy, you just don't the word friend is very, very much because we find ourselves not really clarifying that word friend. What's a friend to somebody else?
Right.
May not be a friend to another person.
That's right. That's true. That's true. So, what is the definition of a friend? What is the definition of a friend? Because like you say, we use that word. That's my best friend. What constitutes a person as being a best friend, as opposed to somebody that's an associate, or somebody that's, like you say, that's just a friend? What is the difference?
That's just a friend.
That's just a friend.
Just a friend.
Like Biz Markie. He had a song.
Yeah.
Just a friend. Just a friend. You got what I need. But you say he's just a friend.
Yeah. You say he's just a friend. But you, you the one got what I need.
Yeah, but you saying he's just a friend. Oh, he's just a friend. You my boo, but he's just a friend. Okay. What does that mean when you say that? So the definition of a friend or a friendship is what?
Okay. All right, we're going. All right. Definition of friendship. One definition in Wikipedia says Friendship is a relationship of mutual affection between two or more people. Um, then you also find we got true friends. Then we got you got so many different breakdowns. You have the associate friends.
Friend.
You know, I just know him, but I don't know him, but I just know them.
Right.
You know.
So that would be considered an associate.
I guess.
You don't really know them.
Yeah.
But they a friend.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Then you got these religious church friends. You know, I'm just friend to everybody. I love everybody. I'm just friend to everybody. Praise the Lord, saints.
A friend. A friend. What is it? Yeah. So we see the definition. Okay, best friend. What constitutes a best friend?
Definition of a best friend. Okay. Best thing I could come up with on a best friend. Best friends in Wikipedia again may refer to someone with whom one shares the strongest possible kind of friendship. That don't really make it too much clearer, does it?
No, because with a best friend, they know about the most intimate parts of your life. Whereas you probably wouldn't tell an associate, too much intimacy about you because they just an associate. But a best friend, you share everything with, to a certain degree.
That's what your dictionary says.
That's what my dictionary
says. That's what it called, your dictionary.
Oh.
You know, like Webster's called your dictionary.
Oh, okay.
Your dictionary kind of clarifies it like that. It says the definition of a best friend is a person of who you value above all other friends in your life. Someone you have fun with, someone you trust. Oh, we got into that before. That word trust. Someone you trust, and someone in whom you have confided in. Okay, you can confide and be consoled by. All right.
So let's see what the urban says.
Oh,
that should be very interesting, Judge.
That's interesting. That is really interesting. Okay, about the friend or best friend?
Well, let's see both definitions.
Okay, you want to see what the urban has to say about friends? Ooh, friends is urban is so. Okay, all right, folks, brace yourself. Okay, this is the Urban Dictionary. It's so special.
It's so special.
That is such a special dictionary.
Yes, it
is. Really. All right. You have to have a special education to go into this dictionary. Okay. All right. Urban Dictionary brings the friends up like this. People who are aware of how retarded you are and still manage to be seen in public with you. Then it says people who will make you laugh till you pee in your pants. And then it says people who will cry for you when one of your special items disappear, when you don't have enough money to get an ice cream. They will chip in. And they know all your internet passwords. And who would never make you cry just to be mean. Now, these are what the Urban Dictionary would call a friend.
Yes.
You know. Oh, Lord, boy. Urban Dictionary is so special.
It's special, yes.
All right. It also says in Urban Dictionary, a friend is someone who you love and who loves you, someone you respect and who respects you, someone whom you trust and who trusts you. A friend is honest and makes you want to be honest. a friend is loyal.
Mm-hmm.
They finally said something decent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Friend is
Boy,
loyal. Okay.
I couldn't believe that was in the Urban
Mm-hmm.
Dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
Then it says, what? A friend is someone who is happy to spend time with you doing absolutely nothing at all. Someone who doesn't mind driving you on stupid errands. Y'all know them stupid errands. You call them up. Come on, friend, Bobby Sue. You, hey, I need to go to the store to get a loaf of bread. Can I come by and pick you up to ride with me just to go get a loaf of bread? You feel like hanging with me for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's all it's going to take me to run to the store. Stupid errands. All right.
Errands.
Okay. But they going to go anyway because they your friend.
Yes.
They your friend.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And who will get up at midnight just because you want to go on an adventure? Oh, I didn't even get that far. I was already on it. And who doesn't have to help to communicate with you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Friend.
That's friend. That's a friend. Yo, you sure got to be a friend to go through that.
Absolutely.
You got to be a friend.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, and there's many, I guess, definitions of what a friend is, and do you consider yourself a friend? I can actually remember one time, and so that's why I was laughing so hard about the stupid errands. I mean, but it was more like a road trip. That's what we took. And I think I might have mentioned this before on the show about a girlfriend of mine back home. She called me and said, "Debbie, come on and ride with me," So I said, okay. And this was in the dead of summer, hot, like about 90 degrees that day. She had on a full army coat, and the coat was sitting out to here. And I'm like, okay, this girl has really lost her mind, but I'm going with her because that's my friend. And we went to this house, and this house was a big, beautiful house, and the house had, it seemed like, windows for days from here until next week. And she just took these baseballs out of her pocket and just started busting these windows out. And I'm sitting there watching her, because that's my friend, and got back in the car like she had not even done nothing, and we rolled off. Who else would do something like that but a friend? Who else? Because that's my friend, So, but though we're laughing about friendship, that's friendship between two women, or whether it be friendship. I mean, you got some guys that do stupid stuff like that, and they consider themselves as being friends. But and today, that thing goes a long way now. But as we are talking about relationship wise, when do you become more than friends? Yeah, we friends. We getting to know each other. We friends. When are you more than friends? After you've gotten to that, we know it, getting to know each other point. When are you more than friends?
Okay. When are you more than friends? We got
if you establishing a relationship and you've gotten to that you of course definitely because any relationship, when you're talking about a relationship between a man and a woman, hopefully it will start off as a friendship because you want to get to know him, you want to get to know her, and I think that that's what's lacking in today's time. People don't take the time to get to know each other. I mean, you never really know anybody, but you can know some aspects of who they are.
Okay. Yeah, that's absolutely true. And you're asking that question. When is it become more than friends, or what is it? And that's still kind of hard to answer, but we're gonna try to make that effort tonight, because of the so many different diversities of what people have assessed what a friend is. When they come call themselves calling a person a friend. So I guess once you cross that level, you've made up your mind that this person is accessed as a friend. Okay, um, then I think it depends on the span of time in that friendship, um, the boundaries or limitations or the expectancies of what people have clarified or noted what was a friend, in their own individual way. Okay. Or the statutes or the guidelines or whatever that if you want to call it that, what determine first of all why they are called a friend. All right. Um, and because outside of friendship, you have only two other areas that it could ever move into. Either when you're talking about more than friends, then it could either be an enemy. Okay, they could move from being an enemy.
Yes.
Or move from being just a friend into a lover. Well, it's actually another one. A lover or romance.
Yes. Yes.
So, because when you just friends, you're not romancing each other.
If you
I mean, you can give each other flowers, but it's not like you trying to say this message. I got this thing for you.
Right.
I'm giving you this flowers, because it's to cheer you up as a friend, to cheer you up. It's to say you deserve. My mom and dad used to sing and still do sing this song called "Give Me My Flowers While I Yet Live." In other words, if you find that kind of value in me, appreciation in me,
absolutely,
don't wait till I'm dead to say. You find a lot of funerals,
absolutely.
I really love them. I never got a chance to tell them, how much I appreciate it. Give them flowers while they yet live. So it's kind of like in that area, where a friend would give flowers, but not with the intent of it being romantic. Or a lover or anything like that. It's just that type of way.
So, I agree with that point, Jay, because, and a lot of times, I think where the stigma comes in is that because we understand the relationship between, two female friendships, two male friendships, we understand that. But it's sort of like, a lot of times up in there because some people actually believe that men and women cannot be friends.
Right.
Unless it's something going on. And that does not necessarily have to be.
Yeah.
A man and a woman can be friends. That's what I believe anyway. I mean, but a lot of times, you hear people say, "Oh, a man and a woman can't be friends. That can't be his friend." Why not?
Yeah. I mean, it is possible. I firmly believe it's possible. It has been done, over centuries. However, it's not a strong statistical rating as a position that you will see a high percentage.
Yeah. Yes.
It is low percentage. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it is low percentage. And I think that what persuades a lot of people to say but don't use the word impossible or can never, because you kill out the possibility of it, and that is actually a lie because it has been proven and several recorded evidential platforms that a male and a female have remained friends, even best friends, or on a friendship level without entering into romance, without entering into being lovers, without entering into a
Right.
the couple relationship and all that, um, and just never saw each other like that.
Right.
Even though they're opposite sex,
Yes.
they might see everybody else like that, but
Mhm.
somehow they just don't see each other like that and
Mhm.
remain that way, and even unto death.
Right.
So they remain true.
Mhm.
But I won't leave out the possibility that because we are humans who are full of temptation. Now
Mhm.
I wouldn't doubt. I'm not saying that they did, but I wouldn't doubt the possibility that maybe some point in their relationship
Absolutely.
they might have had a little, look at the other one,
Yes.
just say,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
I can't do that.
Right.
And snap back into it.
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean, because
Yes.
there is the temptation
Mhm.
of the human body,
Mhm.
um, and but they had more control of themselves more than feelings or any other thing that could
Mhm.
creep in of in temptation.
Mhm.
So it never went there.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
uh, um, I won't rule that out.
I was reminded of the movie Love and Basketball
Right.
with Sanaa Lathan and Omar Epps,
Right.
and how they grew up from, children, being
Right.
best friends or good friends.
Right.
And grew up and through high school, junior high school, college, all that. But it wasn't until they were older,
Mm-hmm.
and each one of
Them
them had been
filled
in
out.
separate, yeah, been in
Uh-huh.
a different relationships,
Yeah.
that they started noticing each other like
Mm-hmm.
that. But they had been friends
Mm-hmm.
all of those years.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing about that is that I really and truly believe that when you have a friendship or a relationship like that,
Right.
you can have one of the best relationships because you were friends. He knows you, you
Mm-hmm.
know him,
Mm-hmm.
that type of thing. And so there's nothing to hide. You're not leaving anything, open. But Steve Harvey said this in one of his books. And so what he was saying was pretty much, and I'm not putting words in his mouth, but what I gathered from it was that men and women can't be friends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because his point is that these were his words written down. The only reason that he is your friend is
Mm-hmm.
because you will not allow him to
Mm-hmm.
be more than that.
Mm-hmm.
You get me?
Mm-hmm.
The only reason he's your friend, you can say, well, that's my friend, is because you won't allow him to be more than that. It's not like he loves the friendship that he has with you, but he wants more, but you won't allow it to be because
Mm-hmm.
maybe she don't see him like that, or vice versa, because it can
Right.
be two ways.
Right, I do agree with that. I do agree that women are more in control. Like I was just saying a little
Mhm.
earlier, more in control of their thoughts and of temptation
Mhm.
than men are.
Okay.
And I just want to plug in if anyone wants to join in on this conversation, just call in to the show number 931-220-7063, and we'll put you on the air and hear what you have to say.
Yes.
But yeah, we I do believe that women are more in control uh, in that area. Um, but we're still asking that question: when it does it become more than friends?
Mhm.
You know, when does it? You know, and I know that to do that first, what have been talking about is trying to establish what is a friend.
Mhm.
When do you actually become friends?
Mhm.
And what clarifies you as a friend? Which still, every one of them have so many multiple different venues
Right.
to go through.
Yeah.
But I think one solid foundation is that no matter what it is that clarifies another person to be a friend, it's uh, it's still when they become clarified as a friend. Then from that point, uh, over the period of time, when does it become or more than friends if it becomes more than friends? Because it may not become
Right.
more than friends,
Yeah,
but
it could remain
but
platonic.
but
Yes.
just in case,
Mm-hmm.
might need to be aware of some things that might declare it as being more than just
Absolutely.
a friend.
Absolutely.
Some maybe some signs.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Maybe that's a good way to say it.
Yes,
Some
it
signs.
is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You know, because
Yes.
sometimes
Yes.
we're doing some things and we don't even realize. You know, that's a little bit more than just friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you think we really don't realize when we doing a little bit more, then it all of a sudden, like you said, Jay, come see you like, oh, this is a little bit more than friends.
I think there are a few things that sneak up on us because we take the situation for granted and we get so comfortable sometimes that we take it for granted, such as lustful thoughts. Uh, you be looking, you be like, you know, I used to, I didn't notice that your breasts were the size that they were. You know, I didn't notice that you were filling them jeans up. I I ain't never noticed that until just now. Like,
Okay, but
like
no.
like I didn't know you had a. I didn't notice the twinkle in your eye. Uh, you know, until and these little creepkin thoughts start coming, and now if you're in control, you start pushing it out. Okay. But
If
if you
that's just
begin,
the friend.
yeah, right. But you start meditating on it,
Yes.
and you start you like you just can't get rid of it,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
that's why I was saying it might creep in, and you're not really fully aware that it's moving you into a different area of that friendship or trying to.
Okay. I see what you're saying, but I don't know about that, Jay.
Well, I
I
know it
don't.
takes two. It takes two to do anything. You be like, you know, boy, I ain't never noticed them lips were so kissable. You know, I've been hanging around her, but I've been seeing her kiss, several
Right.
guys,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
then, I just noticed how kissable her lips is. I'm wondering what it would be like if I kissed her.
Right. Okay.
You start thinking them
Okay.
thoughts, and
Okay.
before you know it, there was this one. I can't remember the series show, the comedy series. It'll come to me in a minute. But you see this scene quite often. The lady will be standing right there, and this guy just be wishing he could just. And the next thing you know, they be standing right close to each other. Supposed to be friends. Ain't nobody said nothing about no attraction. Then
Right.
the guy, you next thing you see him like moving closer and
Yeah.
closer, and then
Yes. Yeah. Well.
and,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
it snap like
Right. Like come out of it.
Yeah.
But and that's pretty much along the same line of the movie that I'm talking about, Jay. Love and basketball. I mean, because they grew up from children as friends, and then they got to the. I mean, she would climb in his window at night, and he would climb in her window, and they would sleep in the bed together because nothing sexual or anything like that,
Right.
because they were friends.
Friends.
But then of course they got older. She went off to college. He went off to college, and then eventually he was engaged to be married, and that's when Sanaa Lathan started realizing that she had more. It was more than friends for her. But he is somewhere along the line too. He felt the same way, but in the beginning they didn't want to act on that because of the friendship.
Right.
And I don't know if you've ever heard it said. If a male and a female are friends, and like you made the key point that I don't think it's impossible either. That men and women cannot be friends, But you heard it said that men and women can't be friends, but also um but also not only can they be friends, I mean it can grow. I mean, and that with that movie, that was just proven fact that that they had a more than friend relationship, but that was only after they had both grown up and matured and realized, had been through different relationships in their self with each other. I mean, not with each other, but in relationships with other people, and realized, well, he realized the friendship he had in her, and she realized the friendship that she had in him, and therefore making them able to be what, more than friends.
Mm-hmm. Right. One of the things that they saw in that movie was that here it is. They've been looking for, in their more mature age,
Mm-hmm.
uh, searching and looking for a mate, um,
Mm-hmm.
and the person that was actually had
Yes.
majority. You know, when you go down that checklist,
Yes. Yes.
had
Yes.
majority was their friend.
Yes.
Was their
Yes.
friend, and but you know, in a relationship, in a couple relationship, couple loving relationship, um, what do we say majority of the time? If 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 it's going to grow, if it's going to last, you have to have a
A
friendship
friendship. Absolutely.
with your mate.
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean, if you don't have a friendship with your mate,
Right.
you probably gonna have a troubled relationship.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's funny because just today I heard a woman, two women were talking, I guess friends, they knew each other and everything, and she was like, I sure miss my friend, my best friend. He was supposed to come out here with me today. And so the other one was like, your best friend, why he didn't come with you? And so she was saying, well, he had other things to do. But she was going on and she was professing her love to him. And so her friend was like, well, who is this guy? She was like, my husband.
Mm-hmm.
So her husband, not only was he her husband,
Mm-hmm.
but he was her best friend. And that's what she was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a proven point, that the point you just made, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
In order to have a relationship, or the relationship that you desire or want to have, it is a must that, yes, you do have to become friends.
Yeah.
I agree,
Yeah,
one
you,
hundred
you
percent.
have to become friends. I mean, when we just read some of those, and there's a bunch of different definitions because there's so many diversities and
Mhm.
views of friendship, but still they all still have certain substances. You know, friend is loyal.
Mhm.
You need that in a relationship.
Absolutely.
A friend is committed.
Yes.
You need that in a relationship.
Absolutely.
A friend will go, and like it was saying, will go with you on a stupid errand.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
Yes.
Uh, you know,
Yeah. That's
uh,
right.
when nobody else will go,
Right.
you need that in a relationship.
Right.
Your
Right.
mate to be willing
Go to the junkyard with you.
yeah, and stuff like that. No good way. You don't want to go get no grease on your head.
Come on and go to
That
the.
slimy junkyard place. and you
Come on.
and you and you dressed in your Gucci's and
Yeah.
all that. While he walking around his dingy old
Yes.
holy pants.
But you out the junkyard, at the junkyard with him because he wants you to go, or
Uh,
vice versa, whatever,
mm,
however. But I mean, we laugh at, but it is that,
yep.
it's some things that you will go over and beyond for a
Mm,
friend that you won't for somebody else that's an
mm,
associate or just a friend,
right.
you know. And so, I mean, but um, as we're talking about a relationship between a man and a woman, when do you become friends? And Jay, I have a few points.
Let's see. When do
I
you
have a.
become more than friends?
Oh,
Let me hear what you got to say. I have some.
okay.
I'm a,
You got some
ladies
too.
first. Mm,
Okay, a
mm,
few of them.
mm,
Um, when I give you the keys to my house
Oh, yeah.
or my car
Yeah.
to let you be free to go and come,
Yeah. You think so?
we more than friends.
You more than friends because you ain't giving your keys up.
No. Mm-mm. Not to my house.
Now you
and my
talking
car.
about this is to another male. To a male.
Yes.
But if it was a female friend, would you lend her the keys to your car?
But see, now it goes back to this point right here. For me, it's not enough to just be like I got a girlfriend what I consider my best friend, and we've been best friends for over 30 something years. She lives in Detroit. When we talk to each other, we still talk like I live down the street. Okay, but that's my best friend. Now she can get the keys to my house and to my car. Okay. She's the only one though.
Oh.
She's the only one.
You won't let no other woman get the
I'm
keys
sorry.
to your
I'll
car?
take you where you need to go.
Okay.
I'll take you where you need to go.
Okay.
You can come over if I'm there, so I can let you in. But you can't turn the key and just come in.
Okay.
Okay. You got that, Jack?
Ain't they go in there and plop down and turn on my TV?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Now, if I'm there and you want to watch, a certain channel, then that's something different. Okay. You got that one?
Got it.
Okay. When I give you the keys to my car or my house, the next one is we are more than friends when I'm a part of family functions or outings.
You don't think friends, good friends,
I'm sure somebody else might think that.
Share family functions,
Oh,
hey girlfriend, come on over. We cooking fried chicken, potato salad, everything. And
Yes. Yeah, my best friend, my girlfriend.
Oh.
Yes, her. That long term, for many years girlfriend. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But we're talking about friendship between a man and a woman.
That'd be the same thing.
I mean, we not ruling it out, Jay.
Oh.
We not. These are just my. Some of the things I've come up with.
Okay.
Now.
Now,
So the next point.
what's the next part?
The next one. And y'all hear me on this one, okay?
Okay.
When you call me to the bathroom to bring you a roll of toilet tissue because you in there and there's none in there, we more than friends.
So you have a guy friend.
I'm not coming.
You have a guy friend that called you to go bring some toilet tissue.
No, we talking about more than friends.
That's
not
what I'm
just
saying.
Friend.
I'm saying
Okay,
if he called you
yes.
in there to bring him some toilet tissue.
Yeah.
And it would take for you to be more than friends to be able to bring that toilet tissue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
You got
or
that?
else he need to get off his sneaky behind.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You
just gonna yell at him, tell him, it's in the closet, up on the third shelf.
Yeah. Okay. The next one. Okay. And now, because you've been giving me some good points, we're going to talk about best friends. I'm talking about the relationship between a man and a woman when you're more than friends.
All right.
When I drink out of your cup or eat off your plate or vice versa, we more than friends.
So you don't think that good friends who call themselves loyal and trust, these days we apply the word trust,
right.
But we got to show you folks. Y'all need to look at that, listen to that show about the trust factor. But I'm gonna use the phrase from today's time that we trust the other person. So I tend to see and quite a lot of times that friends will share in everything. There'd be one piece of pizza, and one of the friends that went and bought the pizza, come out. You didn't buy me none? Well, I only had enough for one. Can I get a bite? Now the one came out was already biting. They's like, can I get a bite? And I have seen this quite a lot of times.
Oh, okay.
Between friends who call themselves friends that will share on food like that and not actually have nothing going on.
I mean, I don't doubt that, Jay.
Even like co-worker friends be doing that.
I don't doubt that. But I'm looking at it at this point for me. Even though my best friend is my best friend and have been for over 30-something years, I'm not finna drink behind her. Okay. I'm not finna eat behind her like that. Okay. But I love her. You know, because that's my friend. That's my best friend.
Yeah.
I'm not finna do that. So now, if you only got one piece and you only had enough for one, I don't eat the crust.
You just gonna look
but
at
I'm just gonna, I just break a piece off of the crust because you done already bit off that end. You know that trying, you know the piece will go in the
You
try.
got some questions about the germs. About the slob that's already on it.
You don't know what
you be
people
like, hey,
do.
Which way did
you don't know?
Did you breathe on that thing? You brush your teeth. You got bad breath coming out. Did you chew some Wrigley's chewing gum?
Yeah, Jay. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I understand you, Miss Debbie. Now, I think what we need to give our audience is a little bit of a foundation. Now, I hear your side.
Okay.
All right. But I'm hearing, so you know, I'm kind of seeing a lot of you know, with so many different several different views of friends, what you call friends, and quotes, even several different definitions of friends. I think when we say to our audience, when does it become more than friends? Here's what I have to say. Okay. It become more than friends when the two of you all have gone beyond, just like love and basketball,
right?
Beyond just going to sleep in the same bed.
Yes. Okay.
And have extracurricular activities other than going to sleep in the same bed.
Yes.
I should say extracurricular erotic activities other than going to sleep in the same bed. Okay.
Yes.
Then it's more than friends.
It's more than friends. Okay.
All right.
I got it.
All right. That's a foundation that can apply to everybody. Okay. No matter what definitions or establishes with, you know, when the person's a friend. Then you have another one. Okay. Male and female. It's become more than a friend when you all go to a car lot and you put both signatures on the name of the finance papers
to
the vehicle.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
But yes. You know, we both share an apartment. You know, can you go half with me on car? Because we both need a car, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And you all put both in your names.
You right. That's more than friends.
Yeah,
you more than friends.
More than friends.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
All right. It becomes more than friends when the two of you all make more than 3 comments in a week in regards to any portion of the body of the other.
Okay, Jay. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, be like, all right. Now that's been 5 times you done made comments about my breast this week. What's up with that? Well, it ain't like the 10 times you've been talking about what's in my britches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Jay.
All right, because it's been more than friends. All right. Because if y'all friends, that should be some kind of
not
concern.
like that, right? Now, if you
Over
just
3
friends,
times a week.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
You got something on your mind.
Yeah, you got something on your mind.
Yeah.
That you at least want it to be more than friends.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. It become more than friends when you starting to have an attitude.
Yeah.
When the opposite of your friend done brought somebody over on a date.
Oh, Jay,
Okay.
say it. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. This person ain't did nothing to you, but you having this attitude called jealousy. You have this attitude, and you gonna try to do everything to try to ruin that date. It ain't because that person is a bad person for them.
Right. Yes.
But it ain't you.
But it ain't you.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, it's more than friends.
It's more than friends.
It's more than friends.
Yes, that's right.
All right.
It's more than friends. Yes. Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And along that line, Jay, you more than friends when if you text them or call them and they don't call you or text you back in a time you think is allotted. Okay, and like you say, and you get mad. Yeah, it's you more than friends.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, you more than friends. When you more than friends, if you call their cell phone and they don't answer their cell phone, and you hang up and call the house phone, and you hang up and call the house phone, and say, "Where you at? I called your cell phone. What's wrong with the cell phone?"
Oh yeah. Yeah. When you start to pinpoint them down like they your lover, girlfriend or boyfriend, you start putting time limits on. Like they got an answer to you. You know.
Yeah, you more than friends.
Yeah.
You more so when you get to that when you get to that point. So what do you do, Jay? I mean, when you get to the point to where you realize that as a person, be it the male or the female, do you just go ahead and say, "Look, this is something more to this, than just our friendship."
You should always be honest with yourself. One of the key things we say on the show, the biggest deception is the lie you tell yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you every night, y'all share an apartment, and you every night Can't wait to see them getting their night clothes. I mean, you just
Is that a friend or you more than friends?
y'all sharing an apartment.
Okay.
Y'all supposed to be, y'all call it roomies.
Roomies.
Yeah,
Yes,
roomies.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
roomies.
yes, yes.
Roomies.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, each got your own room.
Right.
You sharing in the rent and
Right.
the bills and the utilities.
Right.
All right, but you roomies, but you can't wait for them to be coming out of the bathroom to change their clothes to their night clothes, and you have these thoughts, and now you may not never act on them, but you have these thoughts. I think eventually, as they say, you keep thinking them, you really
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You really eventually.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cause
At least try to make a attempt.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because if you thinking it, you got it in your mind. You got something on your mind like that. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Before that happens.
Yeah.
But you know, on another note, you know, Jay, just to say, you know, for those female male friendships,
right?
You know, it's been times, and it's been said that if you are good friends like that, we talking about for the male female relationship,
right?
And you have a friend like that. He's a good friend to you. You're a good friend to him. Y'all share things. You know, you do those. You know, all those, the definition of those things of what friendship is, and a lot of times that can be a scary thing because you know what happens when you get into a relationship. Most time, if you don't, if somewhere along the line the relationship messes up and then you depart. Okay.
Oh boy.
But yeah. But see, so when you friends like that, that's one of the things that actually comes up. Well, if we're more than friends, then I don't want to mess our friendship up.
Yeah, that's what comes up quite a lot.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I really like you, and
right.
I be digging you and everything, but I don't want to mess up our friendship.
Yes. You know, it was a song by, if you know who Music Soul Child is, he actually is a R&B singer, and so he had a song along that same line that spoke about that. Something about, I never thought that we would ever be more than friends. And so the song was saying that they became more than friends. And now the friendship fell apart.
Right.
Okay. And so but he still cares for her. And so you look at that aspect of if you are friends with a male or vice versa, but I think I say just go ahead and take a chance. I mean, if you having thoughts like that and he's having thoughts like that or vice versa, you know, because you are friends, I think the relationship has a good chance of working. It has a good chance of standing. Yeah.
And I hear that quite a lot about, you know, folks saying, you know, I don't want to mess the friendship up. You know, I would, you know, boy, you just don't know how bad I want to kiss you. But I just don't want to mess it up. You know, and a long time ago, I'm talking, let me not tell people my age. I just say, there was a point in time in my life, okay? Once upon a time in my life, that's how the storybooks were always like. Okay, but you don't want to give a definite time, right? Yes. I had a female friend, okay? And we both kind of like love basketball. We kind of got drawn a little close, okay?
Yeah.
All right. And we wound up kissing, okay? And then we stopped. All right, we stopped. And the first thing that came out of her mouth, we can't do this. No, we can't do this.
Which is usually
it's normally a woman. Yeah. We can't do this. And keep that real. It's normally a woman. we can't do this no more because I don't want to mess up our friendship.
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you what hit me at that moment. I was like, okay, mess up our friendship. And I said, what are you scared is gonna get messed up? I had to ask.
Okay.
Because, I always like clarity.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I don't know. I said, you don't know what you don't want to get messed up.
Right. Okay.
I said, no, you have to give me, you have to define something for me. Because other than that, that's just, that's just throwing stuff up, and which is quite usual in our daily living as humans. We tend to just make statements with no clarity. Okay, we're very, very good as humans doing that. Okay, and when we do that, if we do it repetitiously, we begin to conform to an unclarified, undecisive way of living and doing things in hoopla. Okay. So I said you're going to have, as my friend, I need to know what is there that's going to be messed up. You should, if you're saying that, all right, define our friendship so that I'll know what it is you don't want to get messed up.
Right.
Then she started thinking. She was like, "Well, the fun things we do." I said, "We can still do the fun things we do." Okay.
Right.
I was like, "Okay, let's scratch that one out." And y'all gonna see where I'm going in a minute. Then they were like, or she was like, "Well, you know, maybe this might cause you to not be there when I need you to." I was like, "I don't know." I said, I have to beg to differ. I said, I think this was causing more attraction, so I probably be wanting to be there more than I was before, right? I'm just, I'm sharing this story from one, once upon a time, long time ago. But and I'm sure somebody listening to this, they feeling what I'm talking about. Okay, all right. When I came back and said, I doubt that because I probably will have more of an unction to want to be there more often, because now I'm at a different level of wanting to be there, right?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Okay. So, so then, we scratched that one out. All right. Then she was like, I don't know. I was like, so, I said, you still haven't said anything. I said, so let me throw some suggestions just to see what you're going to say. I said, will commitment be one of them? And she was like, well, if we're going to be kissing and all that, you would have to be committed to me and all that. I said, so, ain't I loyal to you? Which is part of actually
friendship.
I said, it's the same pretty much like commitment. All right. I said, haven't I been loyal to you?
Right.
I haven't let you down. I said, I go out of my way and all that. Well, yeah. I said, so you just said if we're gonna be kissing and all that, then I would definitely have to be committed. I said, I think I'm showing that already. Right?
Yeah.
I was like, so how that gonna get messed up?
Right.
I was like, so, my head was messed up. I just needed some clarity, right? I was like, so how's that gonna get messed up? If I'm already, I'm already there.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then she was like, it just don't feel right. I said it was feeling right a few minutes ago. I was like, when you was doing it, it was feeling right.
Wow.
So,
yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
so I mean, I'm just a person of clarity. All right.
Yeah.
I always have been. I always have
yes,
been.
yes.
And so, um, and so and so, bottom line was she couldn't give me an answer.
Yeah.
I said that it would be easier for you to say you just don't want to be,
right,
than to try to use that I don't want to mess something up. I said I can respect and honor as your friend. You just say you don't want to go there, and
yes.
But if you do, don't play games with yourself, because if you play games with yourself, you're gonna play games with me.
Right.
And as your friend, we shouldn't be playing games.
Yes. Well, okay.
Yeah.
So how did that turn out, Jay?
We went back to be.
Okay.
Yeah, she probably just came clean. Just said, it had been thoughts.
Right.
It had been thoughts, but on the real, even though she saw me as a great guy,
yeah,
who could probably be a great guy for her.
Yes.
But way back then, it was her choice, and and just to give you the follow up, like on the Jerry Spring, they come back to you, give you a couple of follow up and marry. Okay, here's the follow up to that. The follow up was that several years later, all right, she done got married, and in talking, she made a confession. She was like, "You remember that time we had that talk?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, I remember." She's like, "I should have said yes back then."
Yeah.
She's like, "Because I ain't found nobody better than you."
Yeah.
Had me, but she went against what she really truly felt.
Yes.
Was right. Not when you go back to love, and I'm glad you used love in basketball, because they went through those stages, right? Those stages too.
Yeah.
And here's the case, folks. If you have been knowing somebody and you know they are consistent.
Yes.
All right, consistent.
Absolutely.
And I mean for years upon years.
Yeah.
Now I'm not saying that they are faultless. Nobody's faultless.
Right. Absolutely.
There's a difference between consistent and faultless.
Right.
All right.
Absolutely.
Consistent. All right. Because you gotta give people room for error.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, that's right.
All right. And I do know there are certain areas that maybe that might happen that you cannot excuse.
That's right.
There's a difference between excuse and forgive. Folk got that twisted too. Have that confused. There's a difference between folk excuse a fault and forgive a fault. Okay. All right. Because when you use the word excuse, that is associated with responsibility and holding accountable for. Okay. That's what that has to deal with.
Okay.
When you say forgiveness, whatever the judgment of accountability, you then move forward. That if this person somebody comes in and steal you let them in your house all the time.
Yeah.
They come in and steal from you something maybe a big value. Okay. It may have costed like $2,000, some ring or something.
Yes.
And they don't went and stole it out of your house. All right. Holding accountable, it was there, You call the cops on them, they get arrested, they get prosecuted, and all that. All right. Now you can excuse them, okay? In other words, and say, well, I don't want to see them go to jail. I'm going to excuse them, okay? All right. But they'll never be able to come to my house again.
Absolutely.
Never. All right.
Right.
I'm going to excuse them, but they'll never be able to come to my house again. Rather than to throw the book at them. All right. All right. Forgiveness is that though whatever decision and accountability, if you see them on the street and their car broke down, forgiveness is because I don't know what folks be saying forgive and forget. You never forget. You don't forget. It never said forget anybody.
Right.
Okay, so though you never forgot that this person came in your house and stole from you some $2,000 bracelet or something.
Yes.
You see them and they need help. You pull over and you help them out. Now they still can't come in your house.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
But out of forgiveness, you don't hold that against them.
Yes.
In the time of their need. You help them. All right.
Yes.
And that's forgiveness. Folks, we get them twisted sometimes.
So, more
than
friends.
More than friends.
It was very clear today. So if the audience, if you trying to figure out where you are, hope we helped you out today a little bit with that decision. When you know you more than friends. No. Yes, I agree with the points made today on the show, Joe.
Oh, okay. All right. You agree with them?
I agree.
We agree.
Yes.
We have a foundation.
We have a foundation.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, friend.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we friends get ready to get on out of here.
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. Coming back up in the year 2016. Jay gonna be bringing back his ignorant jokes.
Oh, that should be very interesting, Jay.
All right.
Okay, that should be very interesting.
All right, folks. Y'all keep tuning in.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in. All your support. You can see it. You can catch the show on Facebook, Twitter. We're gonna soon go into Periscope. Y'all keep looking out. We are going to FM. It's coming up.
Okay.
It is coming up. Y'all be able to hear us on your stereo, your car, and all that. All right. So we move it on up. We move it on up. All right. So all right, folks. Keep tuning in to the Jay Talks Today's Relationship Show, and we hope that you're blessed. All right, we out.
Jay Talks.